Crossroads!
What is up, wrestling fans? As this is your first time tuning in, we are Wrestling Crossroads. And if you've been here before, then I am one half of Dynamic Duo Twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
I'm back.
It is so good to have you back, honestly. I loved having Desario.
I was going to say, you and Desario did some pretty solid work.
I loved having Desario.
I was a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie.
But the banter between me and you will never exceed anything. Before we get started on this, if you guys did notice, we do have a new intro that we are using, that due to everything that is going on in the world and obviously the copyright issues. So I want to shout
TKO
out...
going after all these content creators for using anything WWE related for a certain length of, I think it's 11 seconds or longer, sending out cease and desists and threatening to sue. We ain't trying to fall under that umbrella because we ain't got to go up against TKO money.
No. So with that being said, special thank you to Beast who made our intro for us. We absolutely love it. With that being said, we are talking Clash in Italy. What do you feel? How do you feel about this card? A lot of people are calling it out for being rematch galore.
Oh, yeah, no. Somebody said, I saw it on Facebook, and it was instead of Clash in Italy, they really should just say rematch in Italy, which I don't disagree with, because it's literally rematch after rematch after rematch, except for I think one of them. But overall, I'm excited to see how we continue these stories, because there's a lot of stories to be told going on in the world of professional wrestling and in the world of WWE.
Before we get started on that, another thing I do want to address is we did say we were going to be on for Double or Nothing. Our schedules did not line up, and unfortunately, that being one of the big four for AEW, we weren't able to go live for it, so we do apologize to the fans that were waiting for that.
I will say, if you haven't watched the Double or Nothing, if you're waiting for a recap, one, you're not going to get the recap, but two, please go back and watch Double or Nothing, because man, was that show beautiful. Match of the Year candidate, Okada versus Takeshita. Absolutely perfect match.
I was going to ask how much you cried with Edge and Christian finally winning tag team gold again.
For the first time in 25 years, it definitely hit the nostalgia art. I was talking with one of my coworkers about it.
Okay.
I didn't get the Edge and Christian. You got to remember, born late 90s, so by the time I finally actually comprehended what the hell wrestling were, they were both individual guys. They weren't a team. Christian was actually off in TNA by this point, So, I didn't get Edge and Christian. I got Edge and Christian.
I love how you paused for emphasis.
Yes, one separated here, one here. Not together. Both doing their own individual things. Super happy to see this, though, for them.
Yeah.
They were a pioneer to tag team wrestling. So happy to see them holding gold again. But
speaking of gold, take us into the first match.
WWE Championship on the line. Cody Rhodes takes on Gunther. There's been a lot of back and forth on SmackDown. I'm a little behind. I'm not going to lie to you when it comes to the world of SmackDown. I know Gunther got to SmackDown via the help of Paul Heyman.
That's essentially what it was. They were the contract that Gunther had gotten out of the favor was for a world title shot. He didn't want to come out necessarily and sign the contract, so I forgot who it was, came out and was like, if you're not going to sign, I will. And then that ended up with a match between the two, with Gunther ultimately picking up the win.
Royce Keys.
Yeah, Royce Keys was the one. He's like, hey, if you're not gonna sign it, I am, because this is just an open contract at this point.
It really is.
You're trying to negotiate air.
Honestly, if I'm Royce Keys, I would have said screw it. I wouldn't even given him the warning. I would have just came out, put my name on the dotted line.
That's essentially what he was doing.
And walked back out the ring nah, my name's on that contract. You can't do nothing about it. World has seen it. Listen, he lost his title opportunity, Mr. Aldis. My name's on that dotted line. Legally, there is nothing you can do about it.
Yep. So that's essentially where we got to this, and then, the banter afterwards.
But going right into our prediction, all but Cauldron?
Yes.
Have picked Cody to retain. Honestly, I really don't care. Match is kind of pointless, kind of meaningless. There really isn't much of a story or build here. Give me Cody.
Yep. Nothing to say.
There really isn't a lot to say for this match. I think this is one of the least impactful matches.
Anytime Cody defends his championship, it's the least impactful match on the card.
I love Desario, though. He said, I want Cody off my TV for at least 2 months. But who challenges Gunther if he wins? I'm taking Cody. Because honestly, like, at that point, who challenges?
Royce Keys?
Nah.
You're the one that just beat me to get this, even though I wanted the title shot because you were trying to negotiate air. There you go. You don't necessarily build him to win, but, like, you can build it up from that.
I mean, I feel like that's fair. Plus, did you notice they announced King and Queen of the Ring starting this next coming week?
Okay.
For Raw and SmackDown, they announced King and Queen of the Ring start. What is typically the end result to King and Queen of the Ring? What is the outcome? What is the result? Like, what is the prize?
They face the champion at SummerSlam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Notice they didn't make that announcement.
Because they're going to change it again. They gave it, for 1 year, and now they're going to change it again. 2 years. They gave it for 2 years, and now they're going to change it again.
Notice
because
they didn't...
guarantee you TKO didn't like that idea.
Yeah. Notice they didn't make that announcement for King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. All right, into the next one, because that's just going to irritate me.
Oh, so yeah, make King and Queen of the Ring matter, so, like, this would be perfect.
Yeah, no. Unless it's just kind of already given.
Yeah, I'm hoping that everybody is just kind of assuming and understands that is what is on the line. Yeah. But, like, I want the confirmation right now.
I do too. Like you get for any other challenge. Yeah, Royal Rumble. We know what goes on with the Royal Rumble, but we still need the confirmation.
But alright, take us into match number 2.
Match number 2, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. If you've been following this, Rhea did beat Jade back at Mania. There hasn't really been anything going for Rhea since then, but she has teamed up alongside Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair to take on Jade Cargill and her team back at Saturday Night's Main Event. Jade was able to pick up the win, and they came face to face. Jade essentially saying that she wanted this rematch. Here we are. Yeah. These are all pretty simplified, which they really are. Through. It makes this episode sad.
It really does. And
give us something else.
But alright, going into match number...
Predictions.
You right, I'm jumping the gun.
You are. You're just so eager to be back, man.
I am. I've missed my people.
Well, they missed you too. I can also tell you another milestone we just hit. Give me a minute. Everybody picking up Rhea. Next
match, rematch of Mania. Oba Femi taking on Brock Lesnar. Post-Mania, we thought Lesnar had seemingly retired. Nope. And I love what Bully said on Tuesday on Busted Open. He talked about how, sometimes you do things in the heat of the moment, and then you take some time away, you reassess, and then you realize, what am I doing this for? Like, why? Yeah, he retired, but, he changed his mind. And that's okay. Because you know what? He, at the end of the day, got to remember, I'm Brock Lesnar, and I'm going to do what I want anyway.
Yeah.
And I love that for him. Oba, Brock, again, rematch of Mania. Oba, post-Mania, was issuing an open challenge week after week. By the time we got to, week 2 or 3, ain't nobody want to come out. Which, I don't blame him, because I wouldn't want to fight that big man either.
No.
No. So, Lesnar ends up coming out, attacking him, and basically stakes his claim of, I'm coming back to right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I love the segment from this past Monday.
Okay.
If you watched.
I did not.
Heyman opened the show.
Kids were a little...
Okay, that's fair.
But
Heyman opened the show, talking about everything going up to here. He announces Lesnar. He points at the entranceway.
Jumbotron, essentially.
No, he puts at the entranceway. So we're thinking, Lesnar's about to come out. No, it's a video package. Lesnar's talking about how Oba is, this... He gave him his flowers, acknowledged that he's great for a young guy. But he's also got to remember his place, essentially.
Okay.
And he's got to remember he's still dealing with Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar's not going to take too kindly to what he did. He's coming for him. In turn, responds by coming out to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Lesnar exchange words. He's nose to nose with Heyman. He lets Heyman know, I'm not going to put my hands on you. I need you to deliver a message.
Okay.
In Italy, I'm not going out there to wrestle Lesnar, to fight him, to beat him. I'm going out there to kill him. He wants to, his whole thing is, I essentially want to kill or destroy, end the persona, end this facade, if you will, that is Brock Lesnar. I love Greta and Bully's take on this when I was listening to Busted Open on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. They talked. First off, you don't have Oba go over in Italy.
No.
One, and Sam Roberts has also issued the question of, or the statement of, Lesnar should be the one to legitimately give Oba his first main roster loss. I said it coming out of Mania.
Yeah.
If Oba wins, who justifiably beats him?
Yeah.
There isn't a man on the roster.
No, but we did discuss it with Mania.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Now, we hit the rematch. LaGreca said, maybe, a non-finish.
Okay.
They're outside the ring. They both get counted out. Lesnar just will not stop. He came out 4 F5s. Maybe it's 10 F5s through the announce table, whatever. And Lesnar
comes out like a beast.
Lesnar comes out and does Brock Lesnar shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you set up the trilogy. Now you set up Minneapolis, where Lesnar's supposed to retire.
Okay. And that's where
you go out the way of a warrior. There isn't, your goal, Oba, is to kill Lesnar, kill this persona. You know what you do? You make it last man standing.
Okay. I remember you saying this in the group chat, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He comes in, he says last man standing. Oba wins last man standing, and because they kind of took Oba's moment away from him at Mania, you give him a moment that both makes it about Lesnar, because it's supposed to be about Lesnar, and you give Oba, you correct that moment at SummerSlam. Lesnar can't get to his feet at the end of it.
No.
He obviously loses the match.
Yeah. Okay.
Oba becomes last man standing. He's still struggling. Hero, show of respect, true passing of the torch.
Oba helps him up.
Raises his hand acknowledges everything he does. Lesnar gives the same level of warriors respect.
And then off to pasture, essentially.
He's off to pasture. Oba leaves. Lesnar gets his moment. The crowd. Now, first, they hated him for beating Lesnar in Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. Now they love him because he gave that respect.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, that would work.
You set up this trilogy, and a lot of people are misquoting Bully online right now.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you saw, but, everybody's like, Bully said Lesnar should lose. No, nobody, Bully at no point said that Lesnar should get dominated at Clash in Italy. He said Lesnar needs to be the one to go over in Clash at Italy if it's not a non-finish. Okay. So you set up the rematch, because you need the rematch. I'm very happy that we pivoted away from what we all thought was going to happen, and, the career killer Gunther now moving to SmackDown to challenge Cody.
Yeah.
Keep him away from Brock Lesnar, because that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm very happy about that.
All right. Take us into our predictions.
Going into our predictions, everyone but Cursed chose Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. And again, you set up the story that is Brock.
Oba. 3.
Exactly.
Desario's reasoning?
I'm going in. I can see Brock winning here. Give Oba something to go after with another match with Brock possibly at SummerSlam. So we're all on the same general train of thought. This ends at the U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Lesnar gets his true retirement. And think about it this way. Not many people can say, no one can really say they've retired Lesnar once, let alone a second time.
Yeah. True.
But all right, bring us into the next one.
Next match, we have Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca for the IC Championship. This came about because Sol, now after Mania, came onto the main roster. She has kind of been just another thorn in Becky's side, with Becky not really understanding the hype behind her. They did have a match at Saturday
Backlash.
Night's main event.
Was it? I thought it was Backlash.
Saturday Night's main event.
Oh, yep.
They had a match at Saturday Night's main event where Becky pushed Jessica Carr into Sol Ruca, leaving Carr to get a very awkward soul snatch. I do have to say, unfortunately, soul snatchers have been like bottom tier since moving to the main roster.
We'll get it figured out right here. This is our opportunity to
definitely
figure it out.
So she went backstage, essentially was going to be bragging to management about the fact that she beat Sol Ruca out in the ring. Management wasn't having that, and so we have this rematch between the two.
And she has some choice words to say on Monday Night Raw.
Again, didn't really get that part, kiddos and such.
Post the women's tag match, they did an interview with Becky, and she basically said she's not losing at Clash in Italy. She's gonna show Sol that she really doesn't belong. Typical Becky banter.
Okay. All right. Going into our predictions, all but Desario, to nobody's surprise, has chosen Becky. I think that Becky needs to kind of take the title, give it to someone who we know can hold it, and kind of take her time elsewhere. Desario's reasoning.
Going Becky, Sol has not been the same since moving up to the main roster. Plus, Becky is not losing the belt on a very secondary PLE. I'm not mad about that reasoning because it's sound logic.
Okay, but your reasoning for taking Sol
over
Becky.
You've built her up so much in NXT.
Yeah.
You built her a ton already on the main roster. Keep the momentum going with her. She's over with the crowd. She's popular. She's got all of the tools there. She just needs the backing that comes. She just needs the backing that comes with the booking of winning the title. Like they need to see that, yeah, she can do this. And let's be real, if we're really gonna analyze this, it's getting very Becky AJ. The consistent back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I can to win, but I'm gonna screw you. But the justifiable rematches.
Honestly, I see this for what it is, and everybody else can see it for what it is. It's going to lead to Jessica Carr v. Becky, but the title shouldn't be in this factor.
No, absolutely not. So we're gonna eventually lead to that.
Yeah, I see it.
But this is how we're gonna get
sooner
there.
rather than later.
Oh yeah, this is how we get there.
The title gets dropped to Sol. Becky goes on.
With Jessica Carr being the referee for that match.
Yep.
Becky's finally had enough. Crooked Carr, you screwed me again, and I'm complaining, and I want her fired, and I want this, and I want that, and this is not okay, and whatever.
Yep.
Because Becky Lynch is going to do Becky Lynch complaining.
Yep.
And it's eventually going to lead to, because everybody knows that has been following Jessica Carr, she's also training to be an in-ring performer, as well as she is still doing a fantastic job as a referee.
Yes.
Now, this is how she makes her debut. I say we get it by SummerSlam. Carr, Becky, no title on the line.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. Take us into our main event.
World Heavyweight Championship. The Tribal Chief defends against the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
In
Tribal Combat. Now, there's a match we've only seen 3 of. This is now our 3rd.
Yep, we had Jay, we had Solo, and now we have Jacob.
Sorry, then this is our 4th. Cody.
Cody was in Tribal Combat. Cody was Bloodline Rules.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, never mind. Tribal Combat really can only exist amongst the family.
Yes.
And
this is I'm taking your spot at the head of the table.
The back and forth between these to on the microphone over the since Mania has been absolutely phenomenal. I will say, Jacob on Monday, I listened to the promo. I didn't get to watch it. And I'm going to agree with something I heard via my wrestling talk shows. Jacob's verbiage kind of... He's already making excuses for if he loses.
Okay.
His verbiage was, if you beat me, hey, I still have a job. I'm still here. Like, cool. In other words, you beat me, I'm still going to be a problem for you.
Right.
But, like, why would you phrase it like that? There isn't a, there shouldn't be that mentality.
No.
But then he also went on to say, if you beat me, I still have a job. But when I dog walk you,
I think that's why.
You will be forced to acknowledge me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see, and I'm going to say it right now, I don't see Roman losing right now. One, secondary pay-per-view. Secondly, Roman has already stated he's here through at least the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Jacob's going to continue to be a problem. I feel like Tribal Combat is too big for this pay-per-view. For this PLE. I feel like this would have been
better
a lot better on a bigger stage.
SummerSlam, yes. Survivor Series.
Exactly. Because Tribal Combat, 1, gets brutal. 2, again, with the implication of, look, we're family. I acknowledge that we're family, but like I feel like Jacob is now realizing maybe he bit off a little more than he can chew.
So Tribal Combat being essentially an Extreme Rules match, yes? It's no DQ.
No DQ, anything goes.
Okay.
But again, it only... Tribal Combat, if you pay attention to the Samoan heritage, it can only be members of...
No. That's not where I'm going with this. More or less, I'm going... If Roman were to pick up the win here... And obviously, you can look at my prediction if you want to get into that first before I go into this.
All right, we're pretty split. You, Desario, Cauldron, all choosing Jacob.
Okay.
Me and Curse are going Roman.
So as I was getting into, when it comes to this, you have Roman. Like, obviously my pick is Jacob, but if you have Roman win this, it needs to be because the Usos got involved. It needs to be because Solo got involved. It needs to be because another Samoan gets involved in this, that Jacob has an answer and goes, you didn't beat me on your own.
And he really could have pointed that out via Backlash. He didn't beat him on his own. He really could have threw that in there. Like, but now this is he put him in a position of, you have to cheat to beat me. Now you have to beat me the right way.
Yes.
Now you have to put me down by yourself.
But he doesn't technically have to with it being Tribal Combat. He can use others.
But he does. At the end of the day, because technically speaking, Tribal Combat is supposed to be no interference. You can use whatever little weapons or whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But there is supposed to be no interference. It's supposed to be one-on-one with anything.
And that's why I think somebody's going to interfere. And that's how
you
take
this to SummerSlam. Here's my thing. You say it's going to be... You say Solo should probably interfere. First off...
I listed off a couple.
You did.
Off the brothers.
I'm gonna single in on Solo.
Okay.
If Solo gets involved, it's not to help Roman.
No.
Remember... Jacob has said it on more than one occasion. Roman, you've been at the top. You could have did something to help me. You didn't. Solo did. Mm-hmm. Solo got me to where I am. Solo brought me in and got me here.
But if Solo gets involved, so will the other brothers.
You know Jimmy and Jay will probably get involved regardless.
And that's where
Solo plays equalizer with the rest of the MFT. Or what's left of the MFT.
What's left of the MFT.
What's left of the MFT.
This is when we get Zilla Fatu.
I would cry. I would love to see it. I would absolutely kill to see Zilla Fatu. Zilla, by the way, if you're listening, which I know you're probably not, you're a busy man, I follow you on the TikTok. I've been part of your lives via the Wrestling Crossroads page. Hit our DMs and let's set something up, sir. I'm just saying, let's set something up, sir. Please.
Sir. Back into this. But no, I would love to see Zilla come out and help somebody that he's already partnered with. Because he's partnered with Jacob. Oh, yeah.
He knows Jacob. Jacob has had his back just like he's had Jacob's back. Now, here's the caveat with if Solo were to get involved.
Okay.
And he helps Jacob. Win or lose, I helped you again. You owe me. You owe me for getting you into the company. You owe me for getting you over the hump that is Roman Reigns. The Ulafala is now around your neck. The title is now around your waist because of me.
And then you give him You give him a match at SummerSlam,
which would be really good.
So, I mean, either way, you're not booking anything bad here. But at the same time, what do you do if Jacob loses to Roman here? Where do you go with Jacob? Because they obviously see him as a big star in order for him to come off of Roman's clean win and say, I want you now. I need. It wasn't the I
want, it's the I need.
I need you now. I need what you have. What do you do for Jacob then? Where do you go from here? Because clearly, he's not winning.
He's not winning
at Clash.
He's not.
But at the same time, if he did, we know why. It'd be because of Solo. I don't see it going over without somebody interfering.
Oh, there's going to be interference. But at the end of the day, whether it's... And mind you, if you paid attention to the contract signing, it's Roman came out and said, if I beat you, when I beat you, you need to fall in line. You fall in line, you follow me. And I think Jacob plays soldier for a little while.
Okay.
He lives up to his end of the deal. Because the agreed upon thing was he wins, he gets acknowledged as tribal chief, he becomes World Heavyweight Champion, good, great, grand, wonderful. Roman wins, Solo falls into the fold. And
that is the bloodline.
That is Roman's bloodline. Let's specify Roman's bloodline. And now, as he's following suit, Roman's giving him this advice. He's taking the mental notes. He's listening. He's paying attention.
He's watching Roman.
He's looking for the cracks in the armor.
And it doesn't take long to find it with these three.
To turn around, and this is where you give Jacob his fucking moment, his full circle moment of becoming champion.
Do you do it at Mania though?
No.
Where do you call it?
Again, we already know Roman said he's going to be through end of summer. Full time through the summer.
So you give it to a Survivor Series?
SummerSlam, because that's when we're going to start seeing the
cracks.
He's gone, he's back, he's gone, he's back, he's gone, he's back. That little ping pong game that he loves to play. And say Solo does help him. Eventually Solo falls in line to Jacob, right? For a little bit before you set up MFT versus Bloodline to then once again Jacob versus Solo.
Okay.
That is long-term storytelling. That is what you want to do.
If they could actually do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm stealing part of this from Bully Ray. So I'm gonna give that man credit because I don't want to get sued and I don't need him coming at me on Twitter like, yo, you stole. Not that he listens to us. We're so little. We're still small time. By the way, SiriusXM. I've heard what some of the stuff y'all got on the Pro Wrestling Talk 24/7 channel. I got a replacement show for one of your shows. Again, let me know. Somebody, let me know where I have to email or DM or phone call, whatever. Because, man.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Could we get to Sarah's username for Jacob?
So yeah, I can definitely do that. This is the perfect match to take Roman out. If you are not going to put the title on Jacob, at least build a compelling story with him being the new tribal chief. I'm going Jacob. Here's the thing. You're going to put the title on him regardless. World Heavyweight title is also being defended on this.
I wish it wasn't.
So even if he was, tribal chief, he also becomes world heavyweight champion.
I wish they would have done it separate. I wish that the world title wasn't on the line for this.
Oh yeah, no, just
because then you put over Jacob,
you can put over Jacob
to a beautiful three-peat.
Exactly. See, that's where I would love to go with this.
Right.
But like the sign of respect after when they shook the hands, the forehead to forehead, like they truly understood. As much as we are family, we are about to put each other through hell. We are about to try to kill each other on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where
it happens.
And we need to acknowledge that at the end of the day, this doesn't break the family tie. Because you know what? It happened with Jimmy and Jay after Tribal Combat 1.
Yep.
It happened between him and Solo.
After
Tribal
Combat 2.
Yeah. We do not need to see more splits.
I guess with that, my favorite line, we'll have to wait and see. You know you love it.
I do.
You know you missed it.
Typically, it's my line.
No? Actually, that's more mine. Just being honest, it is.
We alternate it.
With that being said, that does conclude Clash in Italy. I know we are a couple days ahead, that being fine.
There's really not going to be much changes between now and Sunday anyway.
Yeah, no.
If any.
We come back next on Wednesday, right?
I believe Wednesday we'll be doing post-show.
Yes. And then I'm not sure when our next one comes through.
I will have to look and see at our calendar, and then we can let them know for the next time we are on.
All right. With that being said, we hope you guys enjoy the show this Sunday. This Sunday.